And now, one more item of business before we move on to the keynote. I have the immense honor of presenting our 2020 Service Award. I'm honored to be able to present this award to Alan Sundermeier. Alan is a professor and extension educator in agriculture and natural resources and extension director for Wood County. Alan specializes in sustainable agriculture. He served for many years as the Ohio co-coordinator for the North Central Region SARE, Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education Program. And in that role, he worked with so many farmers across the state to let them know about sustainable agriculture approaches and resources. He also helped guide staff like OEFFA from nonprofits or from the university who were applying to SARE for funding for sustainable agriculture research and education projects. Alan was a champion for soil health long before it rose to the top of everyone's list. Much of his career has had a focus on soil health, soil conservation, and especially cover crops. I don't exaggerate in saying that Alan was a visionary in recognizing the importance of cover crops. And he started helping people throughout the state, and that would include both farmers and extension agents, to see the value of cover crops long before others were onto them, and long before that national conversation about cover crops began. Now, if we look at the 5-year period between 2012 and 2017, the amount of cover crop acreage in Ohio doubled, which is pretty stunning. And I don't think it's a stretch to credit Alan for a big piece of that and recognize him and thank him for those efforts. So because of his long history working on soil health, he was asked in 2017 by Ohio State, by the extension administrators there, to take a lead role within the state to deliver more information and more programming around soil health. So he's now co-leader of the Healthy Soil, Healthy Environment, which is an Ohio State Extension statewide program that promotes soil health. Over the course of his career, Alan has also helped carry out many important on-farm research trials that have generated a lot of new information for farmers. And I really want to emphasize the following part of Alan's approach to his work, which is that he always insisted that research be grounded in the needs and the realities of farmers. He would hold his research colleagues, and even more so his own feet, to the fire, insisting that he and they ask and answer the question, how will individual growers benefit from this work? You may have heard of the Herzl Farms in Northwest Ohio. There's 100+ acres dedicated to research and education there. But one plot in particular holds a special place in the hearts and ideals of the Herzl family. And that plot is the John Herzl Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education Site, because that plot embodies many of the things that John Herzl, who I will mention was the first recipient of OEFFA's Stewardship Award, that plot embodies many of the things that he felt really strongly about. And Alan has played a really important role in the work there. The family says, and I'm quoting here, "The continued operation of this site could not be done without Alan's dedication. The entire Herzl family and countless organic and sustainable growers very much appreciate all the work Alan has done through the years to keep this site viable and practical." And that was not without his challenges. One of his colleagues mentioned how few resources Alan had at his disposal to do that, and that he kept the Herzl site going with Band-Aids and duct tape So he's a resourceful fellow too. He has been involved in extensive research on those acres which are certified organic at the Herzl site. One of his collaborators said, you know, I worked really hard as well, but we never could have done what we were able to do without Alan. His research at the Herzl site was always farmer-driven. He had an advisory committee of farmers. He tried to address issues that weren't being addressed elsewhere. His research design was always replicated and validated. And that is to say that Alan embodies this rare combination of being a skilled academician, able to accomplish research of the highest quality, and at the same time being able to work with farmers. He has published a lot, but never of anything that wasn't of value to farmers. It's always been about helping them, not burnishing his reputation. I can't emphasize enough that within Ohio State Extension, Alan has been singular in providing support for organic agriculture, working closely with organic farmers throughout his career. At our business meeting later, I'm going to share some statistics, pretty stunning, about how Ohio has risen as a national leader in organic production when you look at the quantity going on. And it has done so despite the fact that none of our state institutions provides any formal support for organics. It's been done by people like you, Alan, as well as the farmers in this room, all going the extra mile to share what you know. Well, we certainly hope that Ohio State is going to catch up soon and begin dedicating resources to this important and thriving segment of Ohio agriculture. But at least for now, there's probably no other person there that has a better working knowledge of organic cropping systems than Alan. He is the quote-unquote organic guy, even though organic is not a word that appears in his job title or job description. He regularly attends and presents at this conference. He offers training for organic farmers. He's active with OEFFA's Grain Grower chapter, and in all these ways he has carried the organic water for extension for many years. In short, I'm making it short, folks. In short, Alan is the organic farmer's friend. And one of those farmer friends said of Alan, he has a heart for organics. Isn't that just oh so appropriate on Valentine's Day? So for all that Alan has done on behalf of sustainable and especially organic agriculture over his career, I am very, very pleased to present this award to him with the heartfelt gratitude of OEFFA for his service. So come on up.
You don't know how much this means to me. You know, I spend so many long hours, you know, struggling by myself a lot of times, trying to fix an old combine and tractor. And I know maybe some of it is worthwhile at the time, but when you stop and reflect, now I'm really, for sure, I know it's probably helped somewhere. You know, there's nothing better than to see a group of farmers like this that care about each other. You know, they care about their land, they care about their bodies, they care about their food, and I'm just glad I'm a part of that and contribute in a small way I have through my career. So this really means a lot, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.